season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Mustangs will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. From the gun, it's Danzy. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Powers through the defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. With the draw, it's Dickey. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback Obviously, he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. He's got it way down the field. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Back to the ground game on the left. Nowhere to go.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Buying time to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside, it's Dickey. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And he is just engulfed at the line by this tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That one's not even close.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. What a terrible, terrible shame. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Left side, it's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Hawkins taking a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Turning it on. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass to 6. Might have a chance. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hale. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Hawkins. Escapes the pressure to his right. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Turns it upfield. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up. Pocket to pick up that first down.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll ride him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Michael Hawkins on the play action. Right side, it's Cooper. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Making the adjustment. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the ground. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Smith with the grab over the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a two-possession game.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Has to have it on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. The handoff. There's headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. At the 35, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hawkins. Out wide left, it's Hale. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the catch, it's Hale. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. The 50. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Dickey. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Drops back on first down. Back's got it on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Red Raiders! The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Give to the single back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the number 7 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And it's the Blue Raiders, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3.
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Hawkins. Over the middle, it's Smith. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's Green. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. From deep, it's Hudson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. RPO complete to open the drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Hawkins throws to the tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hawkins. Still looking to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Looking long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Working the ground game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Touchdown Mustangs! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Oh, pressure's coming. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Lets it develop. It's Danzy. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Throwing, Hawkins. Between the hashes, it's Smith. Touchdown, SMU! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Third touchdown of the game. A third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. We can only imagine more fireworks ahead here in the fourth.
Set to advance on the football.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hale. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. At the 35, he's open. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Right back to the well. Turning it on. He's got enough. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Hawkins just got rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try the left side. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd and long right here. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures. But when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
Running inside, it's Williams.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Hits the hole. It's Dickey. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
And, guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. From the gun. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Throwing, Hawkins. Left side is Hale. Makes the catch and he's free. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds. Real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He's stopped short and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turned and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us. And that's exactly what happened.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.